So this is the actual reason as to why Mixer closed down. What I'm about to show you guys is very baffling. I, I, I thought Ninja and Shroud just made it out, and they got paid out $40 million both combined, and it was just a smooth journey for them, which it probably was. Big streamers on big platforms, they tend to benefit over a lot of things. When it comes to small streamers and just people working for companies in general, these companies really don't care. They don't care about you at all. They really don't. So what I found out was basically, long story short, and I'm going to break it down for you guys, but long story short, Mixer was racist. That's why they closed down. They were racist. There's something that happened in the company somebody used to work for, and he basically, came out and said, this is what happened to me. I was being treated differently, and, it was kind of racist. And Mixer kind of brushed it off. Mixer kind of was like, it's whatever, We're not really being racist because you're actually, you're a black person in our company, and how can we be racist because you're black and we hired you? That was their excuse. That's why nothing was really done. Now, when it comes to Mixer closing down, I thought it was just, Mixer sucks. That's why they closed down, They can't get enough viewers to the platform. Ninja and Shroud obviously didn't bring enough people to the platform, so they had to close down, right? Wrong. They were actually racist. Apparently, a big head in the company, a boss or a CEO of Mixer, was caught being racist to one of the employees. And I want to say caught because the guy came out, he was a black guy, came out and said, she said some things that was overboard, okay, very overboard, very racist. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, this is pretty bad. Now I see why, the real reason as to why they closed down, because they wouldn't just, and this just literally recently just happened. It's not like it happened like a while ago, you know what I mean? It literally just happened, and then Mixer announced that they were closing down and they were giving the rights to Facebook Gaming. Yeah. So yeah, what you guys are about to see is very, 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 very confusing. Very, very confusing and fabricated, I must say. All right, so Mixer. So a guy by the name of Millie, he basically made an article, or did an article with somebody about his experience. And as you see, he says, so I've gone back and forth with how I wanted to share this information. I've debated doing a video and just letting my emotions come across raw and unfiltered. But I believe the best way to share is to write how I feel. I worked at Microsoft for 2 years, starting in 2017. In 2018, I relocated to Seattle to work on the Mixer team. I was beyond happy, anxious, and to have the ability to finally work in the gaming industry. The flip side to all of this is crazy, okay? When I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? This experience was the worst I've ever had professionally. And it's all due to racism. And I know you guys are watching this probably like, oh my gosh, another claiming racist article, whatever, right? Please don't look at it that way. Always look at things the other side as well. Don't read a freaking news article and think one side. Always look at the other side, okay? But don't disagree on certain things that are right in front of your damn face, right? So reading that, I was like, what the hell? What's going on? What is going on? Number one, he kept going. He kept tweeting about this, I guess. In the article, he kept talking about this. So he said, number one, I was one of the only black people working at Mixer during my tenure. While at conference, I was pulled aside and told the only reason I was hired is because I am street smart. Okay, now, if a boss ever told you the only reason you were hired is because of something, that is just so messed up. In the way you title it, saying that we hired you because you're street smart, it's just so beyond. Like, how the frick are you a boss? Honestly, seriously, let's be real. Do you agree with me, guys? Okay. Then he said the first thing that popped into my head at the time was affirmative action. I believed I was only hired to meet a diversity goal because I was black. Anyways, I decided to brush it off and let it go. That's crazy, right? The only reason as to why he thinks he was hired is because, they needed one extra black person to be hired. You see the companies that we work with? You see why there's a Black Lives Matter movement, guys? To things like this. Just want to point that out there. A lot of people might not like the truth, but the truth is wide open. Number 2, time goes by, and we are in an internal meeting discussing projects we wanted to execute. My manager decided to give us an analogy. That an analogy was, I'm in between a rock and a hard place. What I mean is all the partners are my slaves. I own their content. I control their success on our platform. For me, I am the slave master. I own partners. Immediately, I got angry. Okay, so me reading this, oh my gosh. Imagine being a boss saying this to your coworkers. Obviously, there's going to be some people in line that'll, okay, or whatever. It doesn't really affect me, right? I get the analogy. Are you kidding me? This is why Mixer is closing down. There's no other reason. This is why they're closing down. You want to know why? And I'm not even going to read the rest of the SSA. You want to know why Mixer is closing down? Okay, they got caught. So the owner, whoever it is, the lady that got caught that's saying this stuff, the boss, she got caught. I guess she owns part of Mixer. So what she did is, hey, since I got caught being a little racist, I'm going to sell Mixer or whatever to Facebook Gaming, make some profit. Because, I'm not going to make any profit now. I'm going to get fired, right? I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to let myself go. I'm going to have to say I resigned, right? Because that's what they do when it comes to people being racist. You have to resign, So that's what she did. She basically sold Mixer to Facebook. Kind of fucked up, right? So yeah, he says immediately I got angry, pissed off, and honestly I didn't want to work at Mixer/Microsoft anymore. My manager saw my mood was not the same and decided to have a one-on-one within the meeting. I told her why I was angry and why her using that analogy was not okay. She decided to defend her statement and even had the nerve to Google the analogy to prove why it was okay. Oh my gosh. Oof in the chat. After Google showed her it was never okay to use that analogy, she told me I need to work on myself. Wow. Oh my God. I would have socked her in the face. These hands are very bipolar at that situation. Very, very bipolar. Okay. If I wanted to go far in this industry, I need to work on my emotions and feelings to similar comments. After this meeting, I knew I was leaving. Oh my gosh. That's what she said to him. Unbelievable. This is why Mixer is no more. This is why all the small streamers on Mixer are not on this platform anymore, because literally they can't work a job doing Mixer because somebody has to say this to one of their coworkers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright, so number 3 said I reported my entire experience to a skip level manager. I also include examples when my ideas and meetings were passed on. When said ideas were the exact same from my white colleagues, the skip level never reported any of slavery comments to the HR. So when I spoke with the HR, they were surprised and said this has never been communicated. After that meeting, I resigned a few weeks later. Okay, guys, if you ever get into some situation like this, okay, always remember, record everything. I don't care if it is illegal or if you say it's illegal. Nothing's really illegal, okay? If you have money, you have a lawyer, it's not illegal, okay? Record. Voice record this, okay? They would be in so much, oh my God. Because, you got one side of everything. You got people that believe everything off the news. And then you got people that believe other stories, which means they believe other conclusions of things. So if you have a video of a guy getting killed in public, right? You'll have other people say, oh, maybe he did something before that, why he deserved it, to die by this person. Literally, you have people like that. Okay, even though if it's fucking caught on film, they'll bring up other conclusions as to why certain things happen. Right? Always record. Always record every aspect of this. Imagine if this was recorded, he could literally sue them and grab that bag just like Ninja and Shroud did. Literally. Literally. Number 4. Okay. I spoke with the legal team to start an investigation with my manager. This investigation would continue even though I decided to terminate my employment. Months go by without a verdict. One day late last year, I get a call from the legal team with their final findings. That finding was not guilty. The reason my manager was not penalized and the reason she still has her job today is because she cannot be racist. She cannot. You want to know why she cannot be racist, guys? This is the reason. The reason as to why she cannot be racist is because she hired a black person. Oh my God. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up at all. This is the world we live in. Okay? And for some of you guys watching, you're probably like, oh, this doesn't bother me. I don't really give a, I don't give a rat's. I don't care. Right? If this is happening in a streaming gaming company, imagine it where else it's happening at, right? Imagine. Unbelievable. He also goes on to say, this is why you haven't seen me in any streams. These 4 points are the reason. I do not and will not support Mixer. Now I have a lot of close friends at Mixer and I don't want you to think they are all bad. But one of the main people calling the shots has zero respect for any partner, not their platform. She believes you all are slaves and she owns your future and content. I stood up to her because I refuse to let anyone be classified as such, and I hope no partners feel bad I did so. I did not care about how big a company is or their market share. Even if we do not have the same values, if you cannot be intelligent enough to know racism isn't tolerated, then I will not work for you or your company. All in all, this was my experience. Wow. Holy crap. Somebody get this man a job with PlayStation. Holy crap. So reading this, literally whoever this lady is calling the shots, she needs to be put on blast. I wish this dude would have put her name on the article so we could see who this person actually is. Because that's unbelievable, man. And a lot of you probably are watching this saying, wait, Nate, you can't believe him. You don't believe him because, his story could be fabricated or this and that. Really? Imagine actually fabricating, making all these posts about what happened and it being a lie. Okay? Imagine that. And it's possible, right? It's very possible. But when it comes to a person actually standing up for something, it tends to be real, right? When people stand up for something, it tends to be pretty real, okay? It tends to be pretty real. People have their own decisions. People have their own opinions on things. But when it comes to a job, too, where you make money, right? And you say that you don't want to work for that company anymore, it tends to get really real, I don't know how you can make a lie out of that, Even if you didn't like the company. I don't know how you can make a lie out of that. You're risking yourself to not make money anymore for being fired. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I believe this, and I will for sure believe it, because what the hell does he have to lie about? Nothing. This stuff goes on for you guys that don't know about these things. And as you guys can see, several articles about, this happening has been going on. People have been talking about it like crazy. I didn't know about this until Mixer actually went down. They said they were closing down. As you guys can see by this article, this tweet by Mixer, they actually said, Mixer partners, streamers, and community, today we've got some very big news for you. Like, how is this very big news? How is this very big news? First of all, they branded Facebook Gaming to Mixer. Like, what? Mixer is such a fail, honestly. But How is this big news? Who tweeted this? This tweet is just terrible. While we've decided to close the operation side of Mixer. Oh my gosh. I mean, thank God they closed. I mean, Mixer was terrible. God awful. Like, how's, like, come on. Are you serious? Mixer? Just say that somebody got fired and Mixer's done. Pretty much. A tweet by Moist Critical. He's a big YouTuber. He said, Mixer's death has to be one of the messiest I've ever seen. Surprise shutdown announcement and spitting in the ass of all their streamers. It's like watching a dump truck hit a septic tank and explode. I definitely agree with him. I feel as though, you know, Mixer just literally just shit the bed, and, you know, they're like, whatever. And I feel as though they're hiding a lot of stuff that will come out to light. Hopefully this video helps a lot of people realize that Mixer actually was just racist, and, you know, the person that said these things, meaning the big head of Mixer, I guess you could say, basically sold the company. Long story short, to Facebook. Like, why else would they just fall apart at this point when somebody just came out with a statement saying this? Yes, she wasn't found guilty or whatever. She should have been fucking found guilty, pretty much, but whatever. I guess, you know, this shit happens, right? Another tweet by Ryan Watt. Ryan Watt says, I know people want to make jokes, but there's a lot of partners and employees who put their heart into the Mixer platform every single day to make a great live gaming experience and give creators optionality. Okay? Sending them all of my best as they figure out what's the next for them. I agree. He's looking out for the employees, the partners, the streamers, whatever. Honestly, it sucks if you're a Mixer employee and a Mixer streamer, whatever. Literally, I don't know. Like, if I was a Mixer employee and I literally sat there and watched somebody say that to me about how streamers are slaves and we are, like, the bosses, that's really messed up, okay? Not because, you know, my skin color, you know, but if I was a white dude hearing that, I'd be like, bro, I'm not working for you saying that, dude. Like, what? Who do you think you are? A tweet by Golden Boy. Golden Boy said, according to some Mixer streamers, some people are getting an email saying that Facebook is ready to chat with you and others are not, which is not what Mixer states in their statement. Messed up, right? Messed up. Mixer obviously was playing favoritism. I didn't get an email from Mixer. I used to stream on Mixer, you know, when Mixer first came out and stuff like that. People were streaming on Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, all this other stuff. I used to stream on there a little bit. Mixer is so trash, okay? One time, I'm going to give you a story. One time I was on Mixer. I was streaming. I didn't have a shirt on. I didn't know the rules, right? I got banned for 30 days, bro. Yes, you could say Twitch would do the same thing. But would Twitch do the same thing if I didn't have a shirt on? I don't know. Maybe they would. They probably would. But Mixer didn't give me any explanation, you know. They didn't give me an explanation until I actually emailed them like, yo, you know, I got banned. Why did I get banned? Oh, you didn't have a shirt on. Mind you, I didn't have a shirt on for maybe 15 minutes out of the stream. I got banned. 30 days. And I had you know, I'm a dude. I'm not a female. Obviously, I don't know the rules. It's kind of still my fault, but yeah, they will ban you for not having your shirt on. So if you were to have a little lifting stream or a workout stream outside, whatever, and you had your shirt off, you're pretty much screwed. Yeah. So a lot of people are probably confused on the matter, and I'm not confused because they just don't know. Mixer actually closed down because one of their top bosses were being racist. That is the secret to the whole thing as to why Mixer closed down. They didn't just, oh, hey, you know, here, we're giving up our thing. Because if they did, if they were like, hey, we're giving up our rights to Facebook, they would have told everybody on that platform. They would have sent out an email. They would have said, hey, we're closing soon, you know, blah, blah, blah. They flat out just went, yeah, we gotta close down right now. Boom. Nobody was aware but Shroud and Ninja. Believe that, right? Nobody was aware. You know? kind of messed up. Very, very, very messed up. Best of luck to the guy that exposed the information. We appreciate you. But yeah, that is the true story as to why Mixer closed down, why they gave up their rights. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment below, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. More news to come, more gaming related stuff, more PC related stuff. You see my beautiful setup? I mean, come on guys, we're making it happen this year. 2020, it's been a terrible year, but hey, we just got to keep moving forward, keep pushing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.